Are you trying to figure out if a younger woman is interested in sleeping with you? Understanding these signals is often quite tricky, but don't worry. In this video, we will go over the 7 most important questions a younger woman always asks when she wants to get intimate with you. By recognizing these questions and understanding their deeper meaning, you will be better prepared to handle these interactions as usual. I invite you to like the video to support the publication of this philosophy. If you are new, welcome. Please subscribe and activate the notification bell to be notified first of our future videos on personal development. Thank you if you did. Without further delay, let's get started. When a woman is interested in taking a relationship to a more intimate level, there are often subtle and sometimes more direct cues she might give through her questions. The questions listed earlier can indicate her comfort with and interest in exploring sex. Here's a more detailed explanation of each question, including why she might ask it and how it relates to her feelings about intimacy. 1. How do you feel about us getting closer? Why she might ask it. This question shows that she's evaluating whether there's mutual emotional and physical attraction. It's not only about intimacy, but also about building a deeper connection. It could be an invitation to discuss boundaries, feelings, and what both of you want from the relationship. She may be asking to gauge whether you're both comfortable progressing toward physical intimacy. What it indicates, this question often implies that she feels ready to take things to the next level emotionally and physically, and she wants to see if you feel the same way. It may also be an opportunity for her to check if you both have similar relationship goals, e.g., casual or serious, long-term or short-term too. What do you like, or what turns you on? Why she might ask it. She could be asking these questions as a way of learning more about your sexual preferences, which helps her understand whether there's chemistry or compatibility in that area. This is a more direct way of trying to find common ground in terms of sexual desires. It shows an interest in exploring your likes and dislikes to ensure that any sexual experience would be pleasurable for both of you. What it indicates, when a woman asks about what turns you on, it's usually a sign that she is comfortable enough to engage in a sexual conversation and that she's curious about your desires. This might be a way to test your comfort level and see if you're both open to discussing sexuality in a candid and respectful manner. It may also be a way to gauge whether you share common interests when it comes to intimacy. 3. Do you want to go somewhere more private? Why she might ask it. This is a clear, direct invitation to move to a more intimate space. It implies that she wants to be in a setting where you both feel comfortable and away from prying eyes, giving both of you the opportunity to explore physical intimacy without distractions. What it indicates, this question typically signals that she's interested in being alone with you and might want to take the relationship to a more intimate, sexual level. She could be indicating that she feels ready to explore physical closeness. But it's important to note that this also involves nonverbal cues like body language and the atmosphere around you. It's also important that you respond appropriately based on your own feelings and boundaries. 4. Are you comfortable with this? Or how do you feel about what we're doing? Why she might ask it. This is a checking question. She's making sure that you're on the same page and that you're both comfortable with the situation. In many cases, women are more attuned to ensuring that their partner feels safe and respected in intimate situations. Asking if you're comfortable allows her to assess if you're both emotionally and physically ready to progress. What it indicates, this shows that she's looking for mutual consent and comfort. It may be her way of letting you know that if at any point you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to speak up. She could also be checking whether the chemistry you've built up so far has reached a point where both of you are comfortable exploring things further, whether emotionally, physically, or sexually. 5. Have you ever done this before? Or what's your experience with something sexual? Why she might ask it. This question often comes up in situations where she might want to understand your level of sexual experience. She may ask this to ensure that both of you are prepared for what might happen next, or to better understand what you enjoy, whether you have any experience with certain activities, and how comfortable you are with intimacy. What it indicates, by asking about your sexual history or experience. She might want to gauge how experienced you are and whether she can expect you to be sensitive to her needs. It can also be a way to ensure that she's making a good decision and that you're ready for an intimate encounter, especially if it's your first time together. If you're both experienced, it could also be a sign that she's ready to try new things and is curious about your level of exploration. 6. Do you want to take this further? Why she might ask it. This is a direct and unambiguous question that usually means she's ready to move from flirting or casual intimacy to something more serious or sexual. It's often a clear way of asking whether both of you are ready to make the leap from just talking or kissing to full physical intimacy. What it indicates, this question is a sign that she's been assessing the situation and is now looking for confirmation that you're both in the same place in terms of desire and comfort. It could be a test to see if you're equally interested in deepening the connection and possibly engaging in sex. In some cases, this question can also indicate that she's interested in making sure you're both on the same page and that she doesn't want to move forward unless you're fully on board. 7. How do you feel about sex and relationships? Why she might ask it. This question aims to assess your overall attitude towards sex, especially in the context of relationships. She might be curious if you see sex as something casual, a form of affection, or something that holds deeper meaning. It could also reflect her concerns about emotional intimacy and whether or not she feels safe and respected in exploring that side of the relationship. What it indicates, by asking about your views on sex and relationships, she is trying to gauge your emotional and moral stance on physical intimacy. Is it something you take seriously, or is it something you view as less meaningful? This question helps clarify the expectations for both of you. If she asks this, it could indicate that she wants to know if sex for you is part of a deeper connection, or if it's more of a casual, physical interaction. It's important to recognize that while these questions can suggest an interest in taking things to a more sexual level, the context, tone, and dynamics of your specific relationship matter a great deal. Consent, communication, and respect are key. If you're unsure or feel any hesitation, it's important to have an open and honest conversation about boundaries, desires, and expectations before proceeding. Likewise, if you feel a woman is asking any of these questions and you're not comfortable or ready to engage in sex, it's okay to express that and set clear boundaries. Thank you for staying with me until the end of the video. Please help us embellish the community. Check our other videos. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.